Presented by Listen Headlines. Latest financial news from trusted sources. Updating daily noontime New York City.
Wall Street Journal markets.
July 1st, 11:05 America, New York. Drivers endure near record gas prices during July 4th travel. Gasoline prices drop below $5 a gallon as a record number of drivers are expected to hit the road over July 4th weekend, according to AAA.
New York Times Business. July 1st. 11:01 America, New York. 4th of July weekend will test airlines struggling to bounce back. After shedding staff in the pandemic, airlines are scrambling to respond to increased demand. Delays and cancellations have recently plagued air travel in the United States as travel picks up. New York Times Business.
July 1st. 11 o'clock America, New York. Auto Sear. $20 device that turns handguns into automatic weapons. Last year, U.S. officials seized 1,500 guns with auto Sears, and experts suggest they account for a small fraction of the total that exist.
Wall Street Journal markets. July 1st. 11 o'clock America, New York. Social Security. We answer readers' biggest questions. Among the issues are whether to take a lump sum if you're in poor health, and when to file.
Daily FX Market News.
July 1st. 11 o'clock America, New York. Gold price forecast. Gold breakdown to 4-month lows. What an apos. In store for Q3. Gold spent almost 2 months in a range and finally started to show breakdown symptoms on the first day of Q3.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 1st. 10:32 America, New York. Airbus wins first major China jet order since before pandemic. China placed a large order on behalf of 3 of its biggest airlines for close to 300 jets from Airbus, the first major commitment from China to new planes since before the onset of the pandemic.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 1st. 10:31 America, New York. Health insurance providers begin publishing prices for medical care. Insurers and employers began publicly posting the prices they pay for healthcare services ranging from doctor visits to lab tests, hugely expanding a federally mandated effort to unveil the long secret rates.
Daily FX Market News.
July 1st. 10:15 America, New York. U.S. dollar holds gains despite weak ISM manufacturing data in June. ISM manufacturing grows at its weakest pace since June 2020, a sign that the U.S. economy is cooling rapidly amid tightening financial conditions.
New York Times Business.
July 1st. 9:38 America, New York. How TikTok became a bestseller machine. #BookTalk, where enthusiastic readers share reading recommendations, has gone from being a novelty to becoming an anchor in the publishing industry and a dominant driver of fiction sales. Madeline Miller saw her book, The Song of Achilles, a love story between 2 young men, sell 2 million copies after taking off on TikTok.
Wall Street Journal markets.
July 1st. 9:28 America, New York. EU sets first rules to regulate cryptocurrencies. European Union officials agreed on rules that would regulate the crypto market in the bloc, forcing platforms to seek authorization to operate and providing safeguards to users.
Daily FX Market News.
July 1st. 9:14 America, New York. DAX, Dow and FTSE remain pressured as risk aversion bites. Another bout of risk aversion rippled across global markets Friday, as havens advance.
Global economy. July 1st. 8:54 America, New York. Copper trades below $8,000 a ton as recession fears take hold. World's most important industrial metal had struck a record high above $10,600 earlier this year. Global economy.
July 1st. 8:44 America, New York. UK mortgage rates rise at fastest pace in a decade. House price growth expected to slow as buyers' incomes are hit by higher interest and jump in cost of living.
Wall Street Journal U.S. Business.
July 1st. 8:31 America, New York. Russia takes control of international LNG project. The move is one of the most drastic responses by the Kremlin so far to the flight of Western companies from Russia in the wake of the country's invasion of Ukraine.
BBC News Business.
July 1st. 6:58 America, New York. Rail strikes. No rush to call for more action, says union. The RMT's comments follow last week's industrial action which caused travel disruption across the UK.
BBC News Business.
July 1st. 6:58 America New York, rail strikes. No rush to call for more action, says union. The RMT's comments follow last week's industrial action which caused travel disruption across the UK.
The Library of Economics and Liberty.
July 1st. 6:40 America New York, can the state care about people's lives? The reaction of a French voter to the good showing of the party of extreme left Jean-Luc Mélenchon against the centrist President Emmanuel Macron's party in the legislative election illustrates how some people have an angelic view of government.
BBC News Business.
July 1st. 6:08 America New York. Russia moves to take control of Sakhalin-2 oil and gas project. The Russian government moves to take over Sakhalin-2 in which Shell has a share of more than a quarter. BBC News. Business.
July 1st. 6:08 America New York. Russia moves to take control of Sakhalin-2 oil and gas project. The Russian government moves to take over Sakhalin-2 in which Shell has a share of more than a quarter.
Global economy.
July 1st. 5:50 America New York. Eurozone inflation hits record 8.6% in June. Sharp acceleration of food and energy prices sharpens ECB debate over speed of planned interest rate rises.
BBC News. Business.
July 1st. 5:41 America New York. Energy firms' customer service worst on record. Standards have plummeted since last year when many firms went bust, Citizens Advice says.
BBC News Business.
July 1st. 5:41 America New York. Energy firms' customer service worst on record. Standards have plummeted since last year when many firms went bust, Citizens Advice says.